It is Thursday, March 29th, 2018. I just turned on my air conditioner for the first time. It's Guy's Daily Drive. And welcome to the Daily Drive. I almost did one this morning on my way to work and decided I didn't really have anything to say, so I was screw it, I'm not going to do it. But when I walked out of the office tonight, and I had my coat on as I left the building, and it was like, oh, it's too warm. It's too warm to wear my coat. So I took my coat off, got into the car, started it up, and started to drive, and I realized that it was getting warmer, not cooler, in the car. And that was because I had the temperature set to about midway between warm and cool. Unfortunately, it is currently about 81 degrees, so having it anywhere near warm is like just not a good idea. Yeah, just shot it all the way over to cold, and drove a little ways, and I looked down, and it was like, hey, turn on the AC. So I turned on the AC. Oh man, this is the weather I've been waiting for. And the weird thing was, it wasn't even last week at this time that we had a day off from work because of snow. It was snowing last week right around this time. I had last Thursday off because of snow. And now look at this. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous outside. I mean, I'm wearing long sleeve shirt. Shouldn't be wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's too friggin' warm to wear a long sleeve shirt. But I didn't start this recording to talk about the weather. And I'm not going to talk about Facebook. I did that last night on the Mac to the Future show, Mac to the Future Go livecast, that I do every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. with, when he's there, Warren Sklar. You can find that. Just look up my name, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There I am, putting it all out there. Been having lots of audio problems. I don't know if it's a problem with the Ecamm Live software that I use. I don't know if it's a problem with Loopback, which is software I use from Amoeba that is just friggin', I'm sitting there saying, I don't know if it's a problem, but it's really magic what this software does. Essentially, it takes any audio source, hardware, software, it doesn't matter, and allows you to slam them all together and put them out to do all kinds of different things. I use it when I'm recording the MyMac.com podcast to give me separate tracks in GarageBand. So I do the MyMac podcast with Gasmans. We just recorded our 700th episode last weekend, along with Tim Robertson, who was in the center section. And the way I've got it set up is I've got my microphone, I've got the Skype output, which is, of course, whoever it is I'm talking to, and I've got a sound card or a soundboard program, also from Rogue Amoeba, called Farrago, which is, again, Rogue Amoeba really just makes some great software. And between Farrago, Loopback, and Audio Hijack Pro, you don't really need a mixer. You just need, if you're using a USB microphone, you don't even need an audio interface. You can just use the USB microphone in and then do all your routing between Loopback and Audio Hijack Pro. And of course, you can set up mix minuses. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's really great software. I can't recommend it enough. But I've been having these audio issues, especially because I kind of push them between different things. When I'm doing the podcast, it seems to work okay because I'm just pushing it to one source, which is GarageBand. But for whatever reason, when I'm doing the live cast, it just I get all kinds of issues, and it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason. Sometimes it'll be my microphone, sometimes it'll be the Skype input or output. And I've tried a couple different things. Unfortunately, the iMac that I just got, which is a really, really sweet machine, I'm digging it, that replaced my 2010 Mac Pro. And the Mac Pro had native two analog outputs, one digital output, 2 analog inputs, and 1 digital input. So I had lots of ins and outs that I could use to do like a mix minus or something like that. And maybe I'll talk about what a mix minus is another day, but I'm not going to go into that right now. So, but when I went to the iMac, I had one analog output, headphone jack. Didn't have microphone, I didn't have an analog in, only had that one analog out. And when you're limited to analog inputs, when your analog inputs are limited, and you kind of have to go all digital, well, then you need to rely on the software that you use, that it's all going to play nice together when it comes to audio. And there's a lot of programs that just don't play nice together. I haven't tried recording podcasts in Windows, but they don't have what Apple has, which is Core Audio, which kind of ties a lot of that together. So on the Windows side, you typically need a lot of drivers, and you need to kind of hold its hand as you put all these sources together. Whereas on the Mac, for hardware, it's relatively easy. You just create aggregate devices, which is another topic. So with Core Audio, when that's working the way it's supposed to, you can just do some amazing stuff with audio. Well, I've been trying to do amazing stuff with audio, and so far, amazing stuff has eluded me. It's part of the reason that I switched to the iMac from the Mac Pro. And I used to use, for the live cast, I was using a program called OBS, which is Open Broadcasting Software, or something along those lines. And it's a really, really cool-ass program if you grok what it does, and if you're able to kind of wrap your head around how to put together what OBS calls scenes. And scenes can include audio, it can include video, it can include graphics, still images, movie files, pretty much anything that has pictures or makes a sound, you can use in OBS to create a scene. But I was getting like all kinds of audio delay. I mean, like a second and a half, which meant that after I would, number one, people watching the live cast would have to deal with really bad audio delay. And afterwards, before I could upload it to YouTube, I would have to separate the audio and the video and then try to sync it up. And it was just a pain in the ass. So that's when I decided I needed to get, if I wanted to keep doing stuff live, or if I wanted to keep doing stuff with video, then I needed to get a more capable computer. So I'm going to keep working on it, and I hope you guys will keep tuning in to Guy's Daily Drive, as well as the Mac to the Future Go live cast. That's on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. I know this was kind of just a ramble fest, but sometimes, originally what I was going to do, I was going to talk about the updates. There was a slew of updates. iOS, tvOS, and watchOS were all updated today. And I never did. And I think part of the reason why is because I haven't updated any of my stuff yet. So other than what I've read, I really don't know what the benefits are. So that's probably why I went off my little ramble fest here. So, want more of this? Join me on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over there on the Facebooks, the evil, evil Facebooks. Of course, you can subscribe to Guy's Daily Drive, and of course, all the Mac to the Future Go live casts are there. And eventually, I will start doing audio and video with the podcast that Gazmaz and I do. I don't think I'm quite there yet until I can work out this audio issue, but I will. I'll work it out. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. If you'd like to support the show, you can go and buy me a coffee on Ko-fi, ko-fi.com. Look up Mac Parrot. You can also help me out by becoming a regular subscriber over there on Patreon. You can also look me up there at Mac Parrot or Guy Searle, Serle. And you can contact me via email, guy@mymac.com, probably, or guy@mttfgo.com. I'm not sure if that one even works. I haven't tried it. I need to try that and make sure. I need to try some of these emails and just make sure that they're actually working. Maybe like tons of people are trying to contact me, and it's just emails spinning off into the ether going nowhere. Or maybe nobody's trying to send me emails. Could be either way. You can also find me over there on the Facebooks, Guy Searle, and of course I am also in the Mac to the Future group. That's a great page if you're a Mac head and want to learn more. Just go ahead and sign up and get you started there. You can also find a lot of the stuff that I do over on mymac.com. I need to do some more writing. I've got so many writing projects. I'm writing an ebook on podcasting. I've got 2 different fiction stories going. I hesitate to call them a novel because I don't really know how far they're going to go. I'll probably talk about that some other time. But I got lots of stuff going on. Maltese Cube, which is, the script is done. I just need to get the people together to record. Some people have already recorded their bits, and I just have to put it together, which I haven't done because I'm too busy making myself busy. That's a lot of it right there. Too busy making myself busy. So anyway, thanks for joining me today on Guy's Daily Drive. I don't know if I'll do one tomorrow. I guess it depends on how I feel. And we shall catch you next time. Thanks again.